What's the fastest you've ever seen a new coworker get fired? Some people don't get fired. They get speedran. Like the universe had a bet going. And it's never the good employees. It's always somebody who walks in like rules or just polite suggestions. Here are new ones, fresh chaos. 1. 10 minutes. New guy shows up to a warehouse job and immediately says, loud as hell, "Alright, who's the supervisor? I need to know who I'm above." Everybody just stares. The actual supervisor walks up and goes, "You're above nobody. You haven't even signed the safety paperwork." New guy smirks and says, "Yeah, I don't really do paperwork." Supervisor points at the door without blinking. "Perfect. You also don't do employment." He didn't even get a badge. He got a memory. 2. 20 minutes. Fast food job. New girl is on headset taking orders and keeps changing the menu to mess with customers. Customer says, "Can I get a Big Mac?" She goes, "We don't sell those anymore. We only sell medium Macs now." Manager hears it, thinks it's a mistake. Then she does it again. "Sorry, fries are banned today." Manager walks over and goes, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm just trying to make it fun." Manager says, "It's not fun. It's a business." She goes, "Yeah, but customers deserve whimsy." Manager goes, "Customers deserve their food." Clock out. She tried to argue. Got escorted to the parking lot by pure disappointment. 3. 30 minutes. Office job. New hire sits down at their computer and immediately changes their email signature to Senior Executive Specialist. And underneath it, "Do not book meetings without approval." They weren't senior. They weren't executive. They weren't even fully on board. IT gets an alert because the signature was applied company-wide by accident. Manager walks up like, "Why is your signature telling people you're executive?" New hire says, "Manifestation. You have to claim your space." Manager says, "Claim the exit." 4. 1 hour. Retail job. New guy's training at the register. First customer asks about a return policy. New guy says out loud, "Honestly, I hate returns. It's like emotionally draining." Customer laughs awkwardly like it's a joke. New guy keeps going, "Yeah, and half the time people are lying." Customer goes, "I'm not lying." New guy goes, "I didn't say you were lying. I said people. But you know, if the shoe fits." Manager appears out of thin air like a demon summoned by HR violations. Manager says, "Go take a break." New guy says, "Finally, someone who respects mental health." Manager says, "No, like take a permanent one." 5. 90 minutes. Construction site. New guy shows up in brand new boots, spotless hat, and that energy that screams, "I watched one YouTube video." Supervisor tells him, "Grab a broom and clean that area." New guy goes, "I don't do broom work. I'm a leader." Supervisor says, "You're a new hire." New guy says, "Yeah, but I'm trying to work my way up fast." Supervisor says, "Then start by working." New guy refuses. Stands there with arms crossed like a toddler. Supervisor points. Clock out. New guy goes, "This is why nobody wants to work." Supervisor goes, "No, this is why nobody wants to work with you." 6. 2 hours. Restaurant job. New server learns how to carry plates. Feels powerful now. Goes to a table and says, "Hi guys, I'll be your food dealer tonight." Couple people laugh. Then he adds, "If you're annoying, I'll forget your refills on purpose." One lady says, "Excuse me?" He doubles down. "I'm just being honest. I don't do fake nice." Manager overhears, walks over smiling like a hostage negotiator. "Hey buddy, can I see you for a second?" They go to the back. Manager says, "Do you want this job?" He says, "Not if I have to pretend." Manager says, "Perfect. You don't have to. Bye." 7. 3 hours. Grocery store. New cashier is training. Everything is fine. Then a customer asks, "Do you have coupons?" New cashier says, "I don't believe in coupons." Customer laughs. Cashier is dead serious. Customer says, "What do you mean?" Cashier says, "I think coupons are manipulation. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't buy it." Customer says, "Are you judging me?" Cashier says, "I'm just saying. Society." Manager slides and like, "Okay, that's enough TED talk." Cashier says, "People can't handle truth." Manager says, "And you can't handle a register." Clock out. 8. Half a day. Call center job. New hire gets their first angry caller. Instead of de-escalating, they match the energy. Caller yelling. New hire yells back. Then the new hire says the worst possible thing. "Hold on, say it again, I'm gonna write that down." Caller says, "What?" New hire says, "I'm collecting quotes. This is hilarious." Supervisor grabs the headset mid-call like, "Nope." New hire says, "What?" "I'm good under pressure." Supervisor says, "You're good at getting fired." 9. End of first shift. Warehouse. New guy disappears. They find him asleep in a pallet rack nook like a cat. Supervisor wakes him up. New guy sits up and says, "My bad. I'm just practicing my brakes." Supervisor says, "Brakes are scheduled." New guy says, "Yeah, but my body is intuitive." Supervisor says, "Your body can intuitively walk to your car." 10. 1 day. New hire starts flirting with everybody. Not subtle. Not cute. Full HR speedrun. Then he tries flirting with the manager. Manager says, "Stop." He says, "I'm just being friendly." Manager says, "You're being unemployed." He says, "Wow." Rejection. Manager says, "No." Termination. The craziest part? Half these people leave shocked, like they can't believe consequences exist. Meanwhile, everyone else is just standing there thinking, how do you get fired this fast in a world where some people can't even get hired? Some folks show up to a new job ready to learn. Other folks show up ready to freestyle reality. And reality does not allow freestyles.